Good afternoon, distinguished guests, soldiers and friends of the 2nd Space Battalion, 1st Space Brigade. Thank you for joining us here today as we remember and honor the life and service of our fallen warrior, Staff Sergeant Brendon David Arnold. Please rise for the playing of the national anthem. Remain standing for the invocation. I invite you to pray in your tradition as I pray in mine. O God of grace and compassion, we are here today to remember Staff Sergeant Brendon Arnold. I thank you for his life and the shared memories we have with him, and I humbly ask you to comfort those who are mourning his death and give them strength, especially for his family and those among us. Help us all to today have hope and to be moved to live a life of purpose. In the name of Christ I pray. Amen. Please be seated.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, friends, and fellow soldiers. Today, we gather to honor and remember Staff Sergeant Brendon Arnold, a man whose life was defined by service. Service to his family, his faith, and his country. Brendon's passing is a tremendous loss, not just for his family, but for the Army, for 6th Space Company, and for all of us privileged to have known him. Brendon served our nation with distinction for 15 years. He answered the call of duty during deployments to Afghanistan and Central America, showcasing his courage and resilience in some of the most challenging environments. In his civilian role, his brilliance as an intelligence analyst was recognized by all who worked alongside him. He carried the weight of critical missions, often in silence, but never without purpose. His work saved lives and safeguarded our country's future, a legacy that will endure far beyond his time with us. But Brendon's impact extended far beyond his professional achievements. His presence lit up every room he entered, whether it was a sharp wit, his infectious laugh, or his steadfast support for those around him. Brendon reminded us all of the power of kindness and connection. His nieces and nephews will forever treasure the memories of their spy uncle, a role he embraced with humor and grace. For us in 6th Space Company, Brendon was more than a colleague. He was family. Brendon's unwavering faith and love for life were evident in everything he did, from his passion for adventure and learning to his loyalty to his loved ones. He lived a life full of purpose. He taught us to face challenges with courage, to embrace every opportunity for growth, and to approach life with humility and humor. To Brendon's family, we stand with you in mourning his loss. Please know that the Army, and especially 6th Space Company, grieves with you. We are forever grateful for the sacrifice and commitment he gave to this nation. His legacy lives on in the values he upheld and the lives he touched. Brendon, you are gone far too soon, but you'll never be forgotten. Your service, your laughter, and your love have left an indelible mark on all of us. You are our brother in arms, and we will carry your memory forward, striving to live up to the example that you set. Rest in peace, Staff Sergeant Arnold. Your mission is complete, but your story endures. May you find eternal peace and joy in heaven, and may we honor your life by living ours with the same passion and commitment that you did. Thank you.
Quiet professionals like Sergeant Arnold embody a rare and individual quality in the military. They often lead by example, not through loud words or grand gestures, but through their actions and unwavering commitment to the mission and their teammates. Here are some traits that I noticed in the brief time I knew Sergeant Arnold. Number one, a humble strength. Quiet professionals don't seek attention or accolades for their hard work or dedication. Their strength lies in their ability to carry out difficult tasks without needing recognition, showing that true leadership is about results, not praise. Number two, unshakable discipline. They follow orders with precision and consistency, even when the task is tough or dangerous. Their commitment to duty reflects a deep sense of responsibility and professionalism that inspires confidence in those around him. Three, selflessness. Quiet professionals are often the ones who are willing to put their health, safety, or comfort on the line for the greater good. Like Sergeant Arnold, they understand that being part of something larger than themselves means making personal sacrifices when necessary. Just last summer, not knowing the underlying issues he had beforehand, Sergeant Arnold went and participated in the last range. Even though his health issues were severe at the time, he had to be told to leave the range, take a break, and return back to the company area. Number four, resilience. These individuals demonstrate resilience not only in the face of adversity, but in their steady, calm approach to challenges. They don't show fear or doubt publicly, but remain focused and unflappable, setting a steady example to others to follow. Number five, trustworthy leadership. Their actions speak louder than words, earning them the trust and respect of their peers and superiors. They lead with integrity, and when they speak, their words carry weight because they've earned the trust through consistency. Number five, the backbone of the team. Often quiet professionals are the ones who quietly hold the trust together in times of stress or difficulty. Their ability to stay focused and maintain morale without seeking the spotlight makes them the backbone of any team and someone that can always be counted on. In short, quiet professionals like Sergeant Arnold are indispensable because they do the hard work that's often behind the scenes, bringing reliability, strength, and a steady hand to any situation. Their example shows that leadership isn't always loud or flashy. Sometimes it's found in the quiet dedication. Quiet dedication and perseverance that keeps everything running smoothly. In the short time I knew Staff Sergeant Arnold, he demonstrated all of the traits found in the creed of a non-commissioned officer. Sergeant Arnold was a great guy, a great soldier, and he will be missed.
"3,000 years ago, a wise king wrote these memorable words in the book of Ecclesiastes in the Bible. There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down and a time to build. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. a time to be silent, and a time to speak. Today is a time to keep silence, to remember, and to reflect. Because one among our ranks is missing. We won't be able to talk or laugh with him no more. We can't train or do a mission alongside him anymore, because Staff Sergeant Brendon Arnold has gone to be with his Maker. It is a time to feel the pain of his loss, because Brendon was unique. He was special. And we do not have that of him with us anymore. He was made in God's image, and that unique and invaluable image that God imprinted in him, and I believe First Sergeant Harrison spoke about that image, those gifts that only he had have been lost from among us. And therefore today we mourn and we make silence. But not just that. Today we honor him by reflecting on his life. Although I didn't meet Brendon personally, I've come to know him through echoes and ripples and others, through his family and some of you here today. And what I've heard and what I've learned is beautiful. He lived a remarkable life, full of faith, full of joy, and honorably. And today, even in our grief, we can celebrate the full life he lived and be inspired by it. I've heard and felt the deep pain of loss in the voice of his father, Greg Arnold, who shared how profoundly his family is missing him right now. This past week, they celebrated his 42nd birthday without him. His father described him as a man of faith whose first priority in life is God. He shared with me that his favorite Bible verse was John chapter 10, verses 27 and 28, where Jesus said, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. I give them eternal life, and they will never perish." It is with deep pain that his family today is strengthened by the conviction that Brendon is safe and joyful in the arms of Christ. His family also described him as a man of adventure, loving to travel and to take on new challenges, and also as a man of joy, bringing laughter to those around him. For example, as Major Lamont remarked, how he played being inspired with his nieces and nephews. Faith, adventure, and joy. These are the things we remember about Staff Sergeant Arnold. And these are the qualities with which, even from heaven, right now, he inspires us to live today with as much passion and purpose as he did. A co-worker shared these powerful words about him. Brendon was not only a loyal friend, but a steadfast partner through some of the most challenging times. We shared both the highs and the lows, supporting each other through difficult moments. We served side by side at U.S. European Command during Russia's invasion of Ukraine. And Brendon's selfless dedication and courage saved countless lives. He leaves an indelible mark on all of us who had the privilege to know him. Brendon was also a selfless and dedicated patriot. And his life, again, even from heaven, inspires us here today to honor his memory by living as he lived, with faith, with courage, and with joy. Yes, today is the time to keep silence and to mourn for Brendon. But moments like this and lives like his also remind us of what truly matters in life. Psalms 90, verse 12, has a simple yet profound prayer. It says, "Teach us to number our days, O Lord, that we may gain a heart of wisdom." Brendon's life calls us today to reflect on our own life and to ask ourselves, what kind of legacy will we leave? Brendon's legacy was one of faith, courage, and joy. A life lived to the fullest and a life that blessed others. So today, I urge each of us to embrace that challenge that Brendon gives us today. To live with purpose. To leave an impression that blesses those around us. And to build a legacy worth remembering. We honor Brendon today by letting his life inspire our life. Not to give up, but to live fully, uniquely, and selflessly as Brendon lived. And when our time comes to take off our boots and to go meet the Creator, may others mourn our loss because we lived as Brendon lived, with all our might, and for the good and for the blessing of others. At this time, let us observe a moment of silence for Staff Sergeant Brendon Arnold. Please rise for the benediction and remain standing for the last roll call and the rendering of honors. Now, may the God of all consolation bless you in every way and grant you peace all the days of your life. May He free you from all anxiety and strengthen your hearts in His love. And may He enrich you with His gifts so that what you do in this life has purpose, blesses others, and brings you happiness. Amen.
Sergeant Acosta.
Here, First Sergeant.
Corporal Law.
Here, First Sergeant.
PFC Dominguez.
Here, First Sergeant.
Staff Sergeant Arnold. Staff Sergeant Brendon Arnold. Staff Sergeant Brendon David Arnold.
First Sergeant, Staff Sergeant Brendon Arnold is no longer with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. This concludes the memorial ceremony. Please remain seated until the official party has paid their final respects. If you must leave, please wait until the official party has departed, and then do so reverently and silently by making your way to the outside aisles and exiting through the back of the sanctuary. Thank you for your attendance.